Hello everybody, welcome to the final episode of this season of One Bro 3. I've done it!
Finally.
You'll see in a minute, we're not watching it yet. Laura's here.
I am inevitably still here.
Inevitable, your presence was inevitable. Hi.
Hi.
Thanks for coming. So I didn't start it yet just because I thought I'd just talk about what happened in the lead up to getting this done.
I went for a nap.
Laura went for a nap.
I went for a nap.
I did it for about an hour the night, and then I did it for about an hour the next day, and then I got it. I did try the crossbow one more time. It was tedious. And frankly, not the spirit. And then I thought, I did a bit of research, and there may be footage of the thing I'm about to talk about. There may not be. I don't think I saved it, because I was trying a few things out. I read about a cheese you could do by shooting them through the boss door.
Yeah.
With I think called a Millwood great bow from the DLC. Basically, it shoots a big great arrow, and then the arrow bursts when it lands.
Okay.
So it'll do damage, and it goes through the fog door, so you can just damage it from outside. Which I did get to work, but it only did 50 damage.
Yeah, no.
And with the amount of arrows that you would need, that's not happening. It was faster to just learn how to get good. So after trying that, I did a few more goes with the sword, and it went okay. Like my broadsword, it went alright. And then I decided to lose my mind briefly because I saw I could equip the Gale sword, the broken one that he uses.
Right.
And I was like, fuck it, I've got the stats for it. So I had a bit of an insane running in naked run. And it didn't actually go as bad as you'd think. Like, I died quickly, but it went alright. So I invested some stuff. I traded in my coiled sword fragment. You'll see it's greyed out on the screen we're looking at. Because I don't have it anymore, because I traded in my infinite homeward bone.
Right, yeah.
Don't need it anymore, do I? Don't fucking need it.
Yeah.
So I traded it in for a slab and got this thing to +5. Did a bit of experimenting, and turns out it's actually fairly good.
Okay.
And we're about to watch that attempt. When I hit the button now, we're going to use the ember now. That's for my synchronizing. So we're in. This is the run that worked. I think you were asleep when I did this, weren't you?
Yes, I was tired yesterday. She'd had a long day and had a long nap during the day, and I thought, fuck it. And I did the adult thing and went for a nap, which lasted about an hour and a half, which actually isn't too bad for me, so that's fine then.
Yeah, right. That there was me trying all the different jump attacks and stuff and realising my basic was good. I kept hitting the R2 button because I was using the shit controller. Yeah. Which the briefest touch seems to be enough.
Oh, it has been knocked off of the armchair way too many times.
The spring's fallen out, so it doesn't really work anymore. Unless you play one of those games that's got the hard thing in it. See, already bad start, look. Bad start on this run. But I decided to forego my shield because it wasn't really working for me.
Yeah.
Like, even when I equipped the good shield, I was still getting hit. I was like, do you know what? I don't need that. So I decided just to learn how to dodge him. You'll see how much damage I'm getting as well. I mean, 241, and then every 5 or 6 hits, I'm getting a stagger off. Rings I equipped was the dex ring that gives you better rolls, and the strength ring to give me the strength to hold this thing. I need the dex as well, so I needed those two. I think it's the prisoner's chain and the one that gives me better defenses at full health.
See, one of these days, I'll actually pay attention to the game mechanics and understand what the fuck is underneath your health bars, because I have no idea.
Oh, those icons. So the 3 arrows going up is stamina.
Yeah. For
my shield. I believe the first one is the prisoner's chain icon. That means I've got up stats but take more damage. Oh, here we go. Spear phase, my least favourite. Because you can deal with it, but you've got to learn. So spear phase is a bitch. But basically, as long as you roll to the side on the straight ones and straight through the sweepy ones, you're usually alright. But like, I did make a few mistakes on this phase because it's a bollock. So, there you go.
The only icon I know what it is in Demon Souls, and it's the cat.
The dumb cat icon.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, I could have taken some damage there, but I've decided to heal up because I don't trust it. And see, you see the new icon that's a bit, the second one?
Yeah, that's your shieldy, I've got all my health.
Full health, better shield. Oof. See, it's hard to dodge.
See, some of them I can get, but when you've got like a billion arrows going up half the time and some of them going down, and I'm like, I don't know.
Yeah. So that was him doing a heal.
It's like whenever we go into your menus and you got all the numbers going up and down, I'm like, I don't fucking care.
Okay, right, so this is important. So this is intelligence phase. This is magic wand phase. This is actually stand right in front of him phase. because you can get staggers, you can get big damage. I mean, 700 off that little exchange there. As long as you can keep rolling through his shit like that, you can keep getting... I mean, I've got nearly a quarter of his health bar off on this phase, which is really good. And he's still in it. And somehow that cancelled the pursuers, which was really fortuitous. This is another good one. So he's going to gear up to do a big slam, and you can just get mad damage off of him. And then another couple. I mean, look at the state of that. Well,
we all know full well it's Dark Souls. You know, you do more damage in the butt.
Yeah, so he's now in his curved sword pyromancy phase. Basically, you shouldn't try and attack like I did there. I learned my lesson very quickly that I should just back off. And I wasn't ever trying to attack him in this phase normally, because he's just too quick. Like, you can see how aggressive he's going to be. Like, he runs at you most of the time. Watch him stand still. Yeah, so he stands still. But he's, like, running at you and rolling at you. I got a risky one there. I shouldn't have gone for that. And then we hit phase 2, which, once I got the handle on, wasn't bad. You may notice, by the way, my item bar, I've got my Estus Flask, I've got the Hidden Blessing, which is an item that gives you full HP.
Yeah.
And my 3 Sieg Brows that I've obtained.
Okay.
There we go. That's the 5-hit combo of death, which never hit me. Not once has it ever hit me on this character. Basically, if you see him going for a 2-handed golf swing, it's time to leave.
Okay.
So what I'm trying to do is bait out his jump, because a lot of those moves that he's got from Gwyn aren't good. So the jump's good, so I can get one off the jump and then get out. That one's bad. If he catches you with that one's bad. That one is bad. The forward stab hit me a lot. Lightning,
it's one of those ones where it's hard to judge the distance, I think.
Yeah, it's because it's so, like, it just comes out, and, like, you're not, I say not ready for it, you are ready for it, but I didn't know what the timing was, so it hit me a few times.
Yeah.
But basically, I'm just trying to keep this middle distance to bait that one, and watch to see if he does a second one first. See, there you go, look, there's the golf swing. Again, even on a regular character, if that hits you, you're done, son. So I'm just trying to bait him out. Staying at the range. Here it comes. Is he doing a see, there's the second. Wasn't brave enough. Wasn't brave enough to go in quickly on that one. That close range lightning is bad. This one, if he throws it in the sky, and then a shitload. But as long as you just roll sideways, it seems to be fine. So you've got to see what lightning he's going for. Is that just one? See, just one. And again, I'm getting a solid 241 damage off every hit on this.
Oh, yeah, that's fine.
It doesn't stagger on this phase, which is a shame. That should have hit me by rights. I have no idea how I survived that.
It's been a couple of weeks now.
Since what?
Has anybody chatted with you about the notorious arm? Are they all coming back with the same things that I'm...
I think the internet had their fun with it on the day it came out.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
The arm. Basically, no one watches, so no one's going to tell. No one's going to talk about the arm. The arm of Melania that everyone wants to play with. I mean, you'll notice that this phase, just to move off that, because shut up, this is my swan. This is my moment.
Yeah.
You notice that this phase is taking me quite a lot longer than the first one, because like the intelligence phase is a piece of piss on this guy. Piece of piss. This phase is terrifying because he's got a big sword and he hits you really hard. Like that. See, the golf swing, though, is good because it gives you a second. I thought, I know, I'll chug my Sieg Brows. They give you frost defense, apparently. Or give you a bit of frostbite.
I take it someone's gone around this area and, like, half the swords and stuff are known.
Of course they are. Of course they are. See, there's the little kick. That's the little move. The little horrible little bitch move. I'm starting to learn how to dodge the stab at this point. This is maybe attempt 8 or 9. Oh, here's the thing as well. Yeah. So I did back up my save. I loaded up my save one time when I ran out of embers practicing.
Yeah.
So I wanted to do this embered if possible, and I didn't really want to go grind them again. So I just reloaded to get my embers back, because I could have gone and grinded, but that would have been an hour of my life gone again, and I don't want to. I was in the zone. So I did. Unfortunately, I have reloaded my save one time. The run is compromised.
Oh,
sorry, everyone.
Terrible.
Yeah, sorry, everyone. The run is compromised. But, like, I don't know. This one is another one of those get-good fights. There's no real workable cheese for a level 1 character on this. Should have moved,
I mean, I think it would have been different if you said, oh, yeah, I really just to do the fight again, but because you were trying different weapons and stuff.
Again, busting this out. I had to go and get a slab to make this do as much damage as I could. I saw it was doing good damage. I thought, well, I want to get the max I can. Because the harder I hit him, the less time the fight will take and the less mistakes I'll be making, right? So I've got to keep in the game and just kind of up my damage. And there was other weapons I could get. There was like a Dragon Slayer axe you can get. But I was like, do you know what? I like this weapon. I think it looks cool. And I just thought it kind of, not poetic, but just nice to finish it with a cool, weird boss weapon that I've never used before today. And it is fun. It's a good little sword. Looks haggard as hell, doesn't it, as well? Like, it looks like it survived 8,000 years. So it's kind of getting close now. And I believe... See, he'll do 2 now at this point in the fight. He always does 2. I believe at this point I was saying out loud, do your fucking jump attack, do your fucking jump attack, don't stab me, do your fucking jump attack. That's all I was waiting for. The safe ones. Because why would I attack on the hard ones? You know? Being a smarty pants.
Really?
I was trying to be a smarty pants. It wasn't working. There we go. And then out. And then out as hard as possible. That could have been out. If I hadn't got out quick enough, that run would have been done. I mean, terrible. Look how much health he's got left. I was sweaty. And the worry was, when he did this one, if he comes to attack as well, I wouldn't know what to do. So I think I'm staying too far out of range is why he's doing the lightning. I can see that now.
Yeah.
But I'm just baiting out that last one. Is he going for a second? No, he doesn't. And now I'm getting panicky. I know it's 1 or 2 hits left. And there you go. Boom goes the dynamite, baby. Dark Souls 3 in the bank. What do you think? Good fight?
Meh.
I had to pay real attention. I think if I'd have been doing that with talking, I wouldn't have been able to do it.
I think because the music's so undramatic for that one.
It is kind of the plin plin plon. I mean, it gets everybody. It's cheap, but it does work. Like, oh, Gwyn! I was down to 1 Estus, by the way, at the end of this. 1 single Estus. So I'm going to switch back to the game now, very quickly. I'm going to switch back to the game. And we're going to 3, 2, 1, right, left to synchronize. And here we are. Hello, look, it's me with this weird sword. What do you think?
Why are you blue?
Why am I blue? Covered in goo. Oh, the glow?
Yeah.
That's my defense thing.
Okay.
Something that I didn't really show off on the thing. The weapon art is really cool, but it doesn't do much damage. How cool is that? Right?
See, I would have much preferred to see you fight with that.
Yeah, but here's the problem. So this one does 112 damage. You're like, no, give me more. And I didn't trust myself to get combos on him. It was just going to be a 1 hit and then goodbye. So yeah, the sun's black.
As it does.
As it does. So before we choose an ending, because it's the point where you can choose which ending you want now, just thought I'd take a moment before we finish up to say thank you to everyone that's watched. Again, because you know you're the only reason I do it. If the view count was 0, I'd stop. But it's just high enough above 0 that I keep doing it. So yeah, it's been good. Thanks to everyone who sent questions in and comments and stuff. It gave us stuff to talk about.
Yes.
Thank you to the Perfect Partners board game, which gave us loads more questions to talk about and kept us going in those kind of middle.
Guys, start getting your questions in for Elden Ring DLC right about now.
Yeah,
please,
we should probably talk a little bit about what's happening next, because it's going to be about a month away when this goes up.
Yeah.
Ish. About a month or so. I've kind of toyed with the idea of doing something small in between, but a small project for me is the kind of thing I have to edit a lot, and that doesn't fulfill the brief. Because like the last few ones I've done have taken up quite a lot of evenings, and I kind of want to do some stuff for me now. Like I want to play some games I want to play. I'm playing Stray Blade at the minute. That game's fucking cool. And if I'm doing series, I won't do it. So we might do something short in between. I might just have a month off and relax and grind out the items that I need in Elden Ring to make that bubble thing.
Yeah.
That might be a smart idea.
Might be.
So yeah, could be some grinding in my future, and I won't subject you to that.
But that doesn't mean you can't send us questions and things.
Oh no.
Between now and then, and we can rack them up, ready to go.
Oh, by the way, I forgot to mention this.
What?
So in my armor setup, I've got the shield on my back, got the sword. I had to kind of pare a couple things down. You will notice on my hands.
You got the rags.
The violet wrappings. I brought Violet to the last fight with me.
Whoop, whoop.
I brought my child. Oh, and it's worth noting as well that I did the majority of this fight sat next to the big cardboard castle. So I was properly like castle lord doing this. I almost sat in the castle, but I thought that might have been a bit too much.
King of the castle?
King of the castle, baby. King of the castle.
King of the castle.
King of the castle. So yeah, I'm not sure what's coming next. I think I might have a month off. There might be an odd little thing. Maybe I'll do a stream. I don't know.
Or if you get any ideas, let him know.
Get any ideas? Yeah, any quick ideas that won't take forever, because I don't have the time to edit anymore. I'm a full-time working parent, and I'm tired.
Tired?
All the fucking time. And I quite like to play my own games, frankly. Any thoughts on the game overall now we've finished?
I don't think my opinion on the game has changed since how we started.
But you'd never really watched me play it before, had you?
No, and I don't think having now watched you play, it's any better.
True, that's fair.
I still think it's very much copy-paste chunks. I think it takes too much from the other games, from Bloodborne. I don't think there's enough...
Do you think it hasn't got its own visual identity?
It doesn't have its own visual identity, and when it does have really good ideas, it falls down the, hey, let's make it hard Dark Souls traps, as opposed to actually making smart choices.
I would say, I think I've got a lot more respect for this one now I've finished it. Like this. I've played this game 3 or 4 times, I would say, at this point. You know, once co-op with Pete and Ellie, and 1 or 2 by myself, a couple of different runs, but like, this has been the run I've enjoyed outside of the co-op run, because co-op's always funny. This is probably the run I've enjoyed the most, because again, it's problem solving. It's like, right, here's a problem, here's the tools I've got available, and yes, you probably do that more with Elden Ring, because there's more, there's more verbs for you to play with on that. Don't get my 0 souls back. But like, I felt like I was solving some problems more with the limitations of the run in this than I ever have done on a normal run.
I felt like, ignoring Elden Ring, because Elden Ring obviously...
It's its own beast.
It's its own thing. You've got so much options with that.
Yeah.
Like, compared to... And not Bloodborne, because Bloodborne is very... you are tied down to, obviously, a few...
Bloodborne, you get good or die trying.
A few weapons.
Oh, shit.
And it's more probably about exploring and then getting stuff for your weapons than it is, like, picking a weapon you like and blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
But... I think watching you play this, there's been a lot less exploring, not necessarily like, because you don't have to in this one. I think in the other ones, I think you have to interact with the world more. This has been more of a boss run.
Now, I will give you that, but I will also preface that comment. I think it's only fair to say I was very heavily using wikis and stuff on this one. I was like, not formulating my own strategies most of the time. I was looking at wikis. In fact, this was probably the only one where I've done my own, like, I'll use this. Why? No fucking reason. I just think it's going to work. Or the Dragon Slayer armor, or use the crossbow. Like, that was one of the only ones I made up myself. I thought that might work.
And like I said, there's very few of, like, the boss battles where I can even think of what they are individually.
So that was going to be my next question. What was your favourite boss? But clearly you don't remember any.
Of course it's going to be the dancer.
The one that I cheat.
Because, like, the dance, just, like, from someone that's, again, all these Dark Souls have melded into one. That is the one that stands out as so different in this game. But then they use the visual style of the dancer and just slap it on a whole load of other things, which then kind of poops it out a bit.
The thing with the dancer, so that's probably the fight that you like looking at the most, is the one I cheesed from a doorway. So I denied you even letting you see that one.
Yeah, but I've seen it, like, a few times.
Yeah, that's fair.
Like I said, a lot of the other ones, they feel like they could be smarter than they are.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
Okay.
A lot of them feel like they rely too much on going, hey, we've got this strong guy, but now we're just going to make him fast to make him hard. Because that's what Dark Souls does. Like, this one seemed to have, instead of going, oh, they're either fast ones or they're strong ones or they're a bit tricky, it's gone, and we're just going to do all of them because we're Dark Souls and that's what we do. And you're like, well, that doesn't feel... There
needs to be a point you can beat them. Like, every run has to be viable.
It comes back to this, it didn't feel as creative as the others. It felt very kind of like what's left on someone's computer after we've made a few games, let's slap them together. Especially when it came to the world areas, a lot of them looked very similar.
I suppose. Yeah,
even if, like,
castles and forests.
Yeah, in the amount of boss rooms that you walked into, and I couldn't have told you what boss room it was, by any means. And I think like I said before, having seen now, was it the mod came out for it? What was it? That new mod that came out and they'd taken the environment and it was all green suddenly.
Archstones.
Yeah. And you're like, oh my god, this is what it looks like with colour. Fuck me, it looks really, really nice. So it's not that the models aren't necessarily good or whatever. I think, I think there's too much emphasis put on, but this is Dark Souls. This is the way we do Dark Souls.
Yeah, that's fair.
And I think that's a shame because I think it could have, with a couple more steps, been better for its own thing.
So it had its own identity, and I think that's fair. I mean, for me, like,
and it's definitely not been like, oh, but this is the end of the trilogy, kind of like blowout type thing either. It doesn't feel like that. It just feels like the third one, not this is a.
I would say, I think it's fair to say that with the second DLC, fighting Gale at like the end of time, I think that was pretty fun. I think that was a nice last fight to do. I know the one that I poisoned and ran around a wall for. This sword.
I have no idea.
The one I just did.
Okay.
Where I poisoned him and ran around a wall for 20 minutes. And he had the red cape on and a big red sword. He was hitting me. We literally did it 3 days ago. Wow, Laura.
It just all melts into one after a while.
Right, stop being grumpy. I'm going to be nice now.
I'm not trying to.
Put a sock in it.
Genuinely, I can't remember which ones are what. None of them jump out, really.
You had this.
Oh, great. A Dark Souls-esque sword. Fantastic.
By the way, everyone, if you've been wondering why you've been watching some possibly unconnected footage for the last 10 minutes, it's because I hadn't actually pressed record. I should probably synchronise this. 3, 2, 1, right, left. That's going to be upsetting. No,
wow.
I hadn't pressed record. Luckily, I haven't been doing anything. And when I went to save the footage and I pressed start new recording because that's my default and I forgot and it's obviously lost that last 10 minutes of me just... All I'm doing is walking around in circles.
This is why you haven't got any viewers, because you're not any good at this.
Yeah, I'm going to put a note up at the start and everyone can slam on me in the comments. Oh no, I've been slammed upon.
You're going to have to find some odd, like, GIF or something.
It's fine, yeah. Just that. Just this over and over and over. So yeah, I think from a play perspective, like rather than visuals, because you're mostly about visuals and design of look.
Well,
from a play,
it's more about what happens and what I can see, as opposed to like the technical and moving buttons and how it feels.
From a play perspective, I definitely enjoy it more than I ever have right now. Like. The actual act of like, ba-boom, pa-pa, move, get out. Like, it's quick, it's responsive when it needs to be, and you can just... See, I did a kickback accident there, because, whoops. But, like, it's sharper than I think I remember. Yes, the bosses are hard. Like things like the twin princes, the guy with the bad knees.
Yeah.
Like, that fight was... I had to really learn. Medea, I had to just get good at that. There was no trick, it was just learn
Dog Dragon, right?
Yeah, this one, Soul of Cinder, learn it. Get good or die trying. Like, you can't power level through lots of it unless you're willing to do, what's called a red tear stone build where you have low health but give you a damage buff. Remember what we did in Demon Souls where I was basically like one-shotting things? It's that idea. I never feel comfortable doing those runs because I'm not confident enough not getting hit. You would have seen the footage of me getting hit by him a lot.
Yeah.
Like, that kind of run doesn't work for me. I prefer to be able to just, tank up through things, give me some armor, give me some defenses, and let me make a few mistakes. And I think it does allow you to make those mistakes. This one, the very generous, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 rolls.
Oh, isn't it like notoriously like you can have that? But...
In Dark Souls 2, you get 2.
Yeah.
Maybe at 3 if you're lucky at level 1, and it doesn't happen like that. But I don't feel like I felt as underpowered as I have felt in some of them. Like, as I went on, I definitely felt like I was able to cope. And I mean, the health bar there, it's actually pretty respectable. Before, you take the Ember off, you probably take about 40% of that off for your regular health. It's respectable.
Yeah.
For this kind of run. You're not getting one shot as hard as Bloodborne, for example. Bloodborne, I felt like was one-shot town. For a lot of the game, it was one-shot town. But I don't feel like I had to get as good as I got in Bloodborne. I know we weren't recording deaths, but it ain't 2,000.
Yeah.
It's certainly not. It's not. I don't think it's even going to be 500. I think probably my favourite bosses to fight I quite liked Frida, actually, after I got the hang of where I jumped.
That was the guy with the
nun.
fireball.
The nun and the fireball man.
Yeah.
Yeah. I enjoyed that fight a lot once I learned it, because I'd never really done it properly. I did it like with summons, and I've kind of never really done it on my own.
Yeah.
Gale doesn't count. But yeah, I enjoyed learning that, and I know I did the poison stuff on a lot of things, and that's, it's a crutch that I live on, but fuck it, if it's in the game and it hasn't been patched out at this point, it works, it's valid. Yeah. I had to do some stuff to get that to work, so don't even with me. I loved Frida. I thought that was a really good fight. I enjoyed how many cheeses there were, honestly. There were some pretty fun ones in there. But yeah, I think Frida, or maybe... This actually last fight did feel good.
Okay.
When I got this, I felt great. And maybe that's recency bias. Like, you just did it, so you feel the best about it. But I felt like I really, was in the fucking zone on that last run.
You can't really hide anywhere. You weren't able to cheese, so you actually had to fight. So
and the one cheese I did try was absolutely not a thing. So yeah, I've enjoyed it somehow, and the game clock puts me in at just shy of 41 hours. So we're in episode 40, we're on our 40th hour. That is so much quicker than I thought that would be.
I thought we were going to be here for ages.
My first base run was 90 hours.
Yeah.
That's without any of the DLC. That's ridiculous. This, we've raced.
Yeah,
but
again, like you said,
a lot of that is by level, not interacting with you,
not...
bye-bye. I know where the stuff I need is. I'm not picking up shit I don't really need unless it's quiet. If I'm just running through a level, alright, get the Titanite and run, and get the item and run. I'm not interacting unless I have to on some of the later levels. And I know the Ringed City, particularly as a last DLC, actively doesn't want you to fight, engage with it at times. I ran past every Ringed Knight. I ran past.
But you don't have the level
cleric.
2.
Yeah, but I never. The thing is, on my normal runs, I never had any fun fighting those either. They're not fun enemies to fight unless you're a PvP meta strong build. They're just not as fun to fight as a normal, sword and board. Guy, maybe. As a wizard, the DLCs always punish wizards very hard.
Yeah.
So I kind of felt good that I didn't go that way this time. But yeah, I've had a good time. I drank all my Sieg Brows in that fight. I've only got one Divine Blessing and a flask left. Let's pour one last one out for the homies. There we go. Shall we choose an ending?
Go on then.
I think we'll choose it. I think that summed it up quite well. Thanks for putting up with whatever was on the screen for the last 20 minutes, because fuck knows what I'm going to put up there. I don't know. Probably just some footage of other runs of this,
maybe.
Maybe.
Up your art. It's fine.
Just my art.
Yeah.
No, I'll put up some footage of the Duff runs where I didn't win, and you
Yeah.
can watch me fail and practice and get good. So we've got the Link the Fire ending, which continues things on, or we can bring the Firekeeper in and turn the lights off. You know which one I always go for. Let's bring the Firekeeper in. And here we are. Final cutscene of the video, James. So because of the shit I did when I gave her eyeballs, that's what unlocks this.
Okay.
In the dark Fire Link, you find eyeballs and you give them to her. This is what allows her to come in. There is a third ending where you become the Lord of all the Hollows, but you physically can't do it at level 1.
Yeah.
For complicated reasons, but it's physically impossible. There are summons you can bring to Solar Cinder, but it involves that too. So she's going to go over and I think...
And just kick it out. Be like, I don't care. Just punt it over.
I'm like, ow, I haven't got any shoes on. My toes. Fucking Miyazaki and his feet. So yeah, land's fucked. Fire rekindling isn't working. I saw someone say that Dark Souls 2 is the canon ending is the continuation if you chose the Age of Fire. This is the canon ending if you chose the Age of Dark from the first game. I think there's some merit to that idea. Is that enough people say no and it all falls apart?
Yeah.
So she takes the fire and all the lights go off.
The first flame quickly fades.
Yeah, baby.
Darkness will shortly settle.
We're almost done. Age of Dark for life, baby.
But one day, tiny flames will dance across the darkness.
I don't want flames. I want dark. I like that it is slowly getting darker as well.
Like embers linked by Lord's path.
I think the other ones where you walk down a cool hallway are better.
Okay.
And then it gives you a bit of control right at the end, I think.
So I think the premise is always you accept fate or you continue the...
Oh, I didn't get it! I was trying to hit her at the end. Oh, I got it! Secret third ending.
What?
You can wallop her just as you get control back at the end.
What? No, that's... Oh.
Give me the fire! Give me it!
What?
Dark Lord.
Nameless, accursed undead, unfit even.
Yeah! Sunburned
And so it is
has nicked the fire.
that ash seeketh embers.
I don't know exactly what it means, but I just like the idea of just being a little prick right at the very end. Lord, guys, tell me what I've got wrong.
Didn't you do that in Demon Souls as well? You kill her.
Credits, baby.
Where possible, Paddy gonna smack a bitch.
Yeah, I'm deeply misogynist. If you haven't got that at episode 40, I don't know what are you doing. We're done.
Cool.
Game over.
Fantastic.
I'm happy with that. I've never beaten Medea before.
Okay. Yeah.
That was my first Medea kill. I've never killed Gale on my own. The first time I did it, I brought in a guy called Shrek, who was a big green guy with a big hammer. Thanks, Shrek. Pour one out for Shrek. Yeah, I like this more. I might do a normal run after this, just for me. Just like with a big sword and just have some fun at a great sword. Because the great sword was fun. I enjoyed that. Just a run for me.
Yeah.
I liked it. Yeah, this has gone up in my estimation.
Well, I think
it's still my least favourite of the three.
Because the only one, obviously, once we've done the Elden Ring DLC, is Sekiro, and then you've done the group.
And Sekiro will happen. I'm putting it on record now. I'm gonna do it after.
Would you?
Elden Ring.
For me, I don't think. Do you want to do it like straight up one, bro, without?
I've been told that Sekiro isn't a traditional Souls in that respect.
Yeah.
Is that there's like these beads you get that kind of give you slightly better, stronger attack power and stuff. That's how the leveling it does. It's not standard leveling.
Yeah.
So for me, knowing that game's difficult, and I've talked to a few people who are good at it, they said just do a normal run.
Just do a run, but it's your first play.
Yeah, I think that's fair enough. And I know I'm not going to be very good at it, so
yeah.
I'm happy with that. But that'll be after Shadow of the Erd Tree.
Yes.
Not before, because that's too soon. No. I can't fit that in a month.
No.
Not a month the way I record, anyway.
No.
If I was a pro strimmer, maybe I would, but I'm not a pro strimmer.
If you're a pro strimmer, I wouldn't be here.
I'm a full-time employed dad who has no free time. So yeah, any final thoughts? We'll finish up.
No,
We've done all there, haven't we? Yeah.
I've given all my kind of thoughts on it.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, comparatively to other games, it's not, but yeah,
not your favourite,
I think there's definitely better Dark Souls games out there. So if you're gonna go
1 and 2, for instance.
yes, if you are going to go and play something, and for some reason you're watching this and you haven't played the other Dark Souls,
What's wrong here?
well, yeah.
Why are you here?
Why are you here?
Fuck, I'm not one to
And for
yell
those
at you.
of you that have played them before, maybe go play them again.
Play
But
them again.
maybe play them slightly different.
Do
Because
them I did.
that's what Dark Souls players do. They can't go on to other games. They just play them slightly differently.
Here it is.
Again.
This is it. I have proven that me not being super good at these, and people will say, "Oh, you are." I'm not that good. And
No,
it's not
you're
a British.
not.
I can't
No.
be. I'm not that good at them. It takes me a while to get into the swing of things. I'm not a pro boy. I have proven that me with average skills can level 1 every single one of these fucking games.
Yeah, you just need to follow the good guys online that tell you how to do it.
That's fine though. They exist to show people like me how to do it. They have time on their hands. That's their job. They are YouTube million view legends. That's their job. I don't have that job.
No.
I'm not interesting enough or good at editing
No.
enough or good at this enough. I have to learn off of them and apply the lessons.
They don't have to get their wives on to have someone to talk to.
I'm standing on the shoulders of giants. But yeah, I have now done all of them, apart from Shadow of the Erd Tree DLC, at level 1. It is all possible. Quick ranking on how difficult they are, bottom to top. Demon Souls, easiest.
Yes.
Then probably... Oh, fuck. This is hard. Then probably Dark Souls 1.
Yep.
I think if I go back, I'd blast that this time.
Yep.
Then this one.
Yep.
Dark Souls 3. Then it's probably Elden Ring.
Really?
Excluding Melania.
Yeah.
With Melania,
Yeah.
it goes above Dark Souls 2.
Okay.
Without Melania, it's below Dark Souls 2.
Yeah.
And then the
And
top,
Bloodborne.
absolutely the hardest one because you have to be good at it. There is no way.
You haven't got the options.
Mm.
The more options you've got, the more you can filter it to your kind of play style.
Yeah. So that's...
Which is why, like I said, I'm enjoying watching you do Elden Ring because, like, when you do come up against the wall, you just go and find something else to bash through it with.
Yeah.
Which is more interesting to watch.
It gives you
Although a lot of the
things.
time it's like, I can't do this, I'm going to go find a different way. And you end up back on the first way you had because you had actually thought it through and it was going okay. You just needed to get a bit more good.
And my Elden Ring point there is for me doing it myself, making it up myself.
Oh yeah, you.
That's not using the Starfist, PvP meta
Elden
that
Ring
everyone
was
uses.
as uncompromised as you possibly could have got it.
Yeah, I asked for help when I was really stuck, but not often. I know a lot of level 1 runs now are just go get this weapon,
go
this
beat
Ash
up
of
the
War,
dragon, blah blah blah.
beat it in 4 hits. Like
Yeah.
it's a checklist for a lot of people now, and that's what the run is. That's what it's evolved to over the last 2 years. That's fine.
The run around and explore. But again, I think like the world of Elden Ring, because obviously it is free roaming and stuff. It is more enjoyable from my point of view
So you
because
can
it's
see
been
stuff.
more variable
Yeah.
and interesting and different. So and then watching you be able to do different things within that different world.
Yeah,
It's definitely
more fun
I'd
to
put
watch.
it up there.
And I think the DLC is going to be like that
I'd
as well.
probably say Dark Souls 2 is probably also up there with more variable environments.
There
I
are
don't
so
enjoy
many-
all of them, but there's much more variation in the environments than a lot of the other games get.
And I like Dark Souls 2. It's my favourite one. It's my favourite one. It's just so much fun to play. I'll probably do another level 1 run of that at some point because it was fun, and I'll bat a few nights fucking hole in. Now I've been forged in 4 years of this shit, or however long it's been.
So if I've got to put it in rank of watching them or being there with you,
Yep.
because I think I've been through most.
You've been
pretty
sat
much
here
everything.
for half of Dark Souls 1. The rest of them you've been
Yeah.
in the whole time.
So from lowest
Least interesting.
is this one.
Okay,
Dark
fair.
Souls 3.
All right, I'm not going to argue.
I then put Dark Souls 1.
Fair. You weren't there for most of that, to be fair.
I then put Bloodborne.
Same to watch. I'll give you that.
It just full well it annoys
I know what
me
annoys
with
you,
the,
yeah.
with the theming.
The credits are ending, Laura. Hurry up.
Then Demon Souls.
Yep.
Then Dark Souls 2.
Yep.
Then Elden Ring at the top.
To watch. 100%. I'd agree with that. I think that's fair. That's Laura's watching list. If you're going to
Yeah.
watch someone play them, that's the order you should watch them.
Or if you're going to watch any of Paddy's plays of them, do them in that order.
I'm not starting a second game of this. No, watch them in fucking chronological order. Because that's how I did them. Go on my YouTube channel. You're already here. Look at playlists. It's all there. It's
Watch
on
the
the
old
old
ones
channel.
if you haven't.
What's the old ones? I think they're okay. Before we finish. I know I've just said because we're finished. Let's just go see what that soul can be turned into. Just for prestige.
Just for shits and giggles.
Just for prestige. Soul of the Lords. I can make a Sunlight Spear Miracle. No.
Meh.
The Firelink Greatsword. Fuck it. I've done it. We did it. I'm the best. And the Firekeeper's back. It's fine. I think that's it.
That's it, we're done.
I think that's it, we're done.
We're gonna go now.
Fucking Dungeon Rings. Thank you all for watching. Seriously, thanks all for watching. I only do this because you people watch. If you weren't watching, I probably wouldn't have managed this. So thanks everybody. It's been real. Probably gonna have a couple weeks off. And I'll see you in a couple of weeks for Shadow with a fucking Erd Tree.
Yeah, I'm fairly okay with doing that. See what they could pull out this time.
Yeah.
Yep.
Hey Laura, say goodbye.
Goodbye, bye.
Commence boss montage!
Ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-bum.
Hello everybody. Welcome back. Laura, what day is it?
Say I get a new husband.
Yay! We're doing it. We're finishing the series. Is because Elden Ring DLC. God knows when that's going to arrive.
Hey, Matt!
And Matt, don't watch this one.
Please have more white hair.
You don't. You're not great. He just got married. Be nice to him.
One more. Straight hit.
Yeah!
See, that looked really bad.
First try. Raw broadsword, baby. Raw broadsword. Hey, Laura. First try.
Where to very quickly watch the rest of it. So you can watch. Because she's enjoying it, but she'll only watch, like, maybe instead of there being any liquid in the bottle, it's just the brush in the bottle. That kind of stuff.
Oh, by the way.
Still got things to play with. It's been a long Christmas so far.
Yeah, it's not been our favourite one. There we go.
Shorty's been really good.
Yeah, great at Christmas, didn't she? He healed.
Definitely originally was. I don't know if it still is.
The trumpet.
And yeah, it's just nice.
Yay! 5.
Just nice.
Right here. This is not good. He's right here.
Where did you try to run down the hill?
Oh no, down the hill down. This is it. Let's go.
Yay!
Yeah! So the whole time he's trying to crawl out.
So she likes watching Digimon. And she can remember what they evolved into and things.
Yay!
Far more than we can.
Yeah.
She's like, this evolves into this, and I'm like, what?
Large ones, which were powerful, but they don't do well at distance. They'll do like 9 damage a hit. And there we go. I'm a hero. I did it.
I was like, Penny, you're such a good Dark Souls player.
I'm so good at the video
so
game.
good at the Dark Souls.
Got one more.
Got one more Aces.
Be aggressive.
Oh, I was! Ah! Yes! I parried him twice! Do you know what it was?
It's like the other she felt the sofa. And she's like, Daddy? And you're like, yeah, Violet. She's like, next time on Digimon Adventure.
Yeah.
Like, what? What?
Hey, Laura. Did it what? Oh, no, was it? Yes! With the accidental downwards point.
Most of the bosses that have these.
Gimmicks. Boom! Got it. Apparently you can't kill them, those children on the outside. They are killable. But I just went ham at the end. I was like, screw it, I'm just going to fire. And there we go. I'm done.
But personally, I think he's just old, and as you get older, you start to puzzle along.
And then, booyah, baby. Big boy goes down. And that's it. That's how you do that, everybody. I did try and fight him legit at the time. Just got to get 2 more hits. 2 more hits, baby.
And this is probably why they did
Yay!
like, hey guys, look at this cool dude doing Elder Ring on the thing. Because you don't sit there and cheese it all.
Maybe you did. I got a thing! Hang on, I'm waiting for a moment. This is... I fucked this up. I feel like everyone's fucked this up at least once. Yay! Yeah! Second try!
Got the week off.
You've been away at your show, which we'll talk about later.
Yeah, it was a good start to the week yesterday.
We did, and we're going to have it again today!
We're gonna have it, and it's not even from a kebab shop. We went into Home Bargains. Our local Home Bargains has got freezer foods, and they had packeted bad things.
Usually they're like, right, we've ramped it up now. All your shit that used to work doesn't work. Now you've just got to be good at the game, dummy. And I'm not. I mean, at the minute I'm starting to get a bit worried now because I can't take many more of those. And there you go. Your boy did it on his first go after we got off camera. I really should have done another episode because I could have fucking got that.
No.
Like, super coward. I think the runs off in a second. So it's like, I've actually got this See, that was back hits scary. Gale knocks her down. She finishes off Gale, but not before I finish it. So that's how you do that, everyone. That took 4 hours. Because he gets way more aggro in this phase. I lost a couple runs at this phase just because I just wasn't ready. But because I went ham and was ready for it this time, he's done. I even put on a strength ring so I could equip this shield that had 100% block.
Okay.
And I've done it.
Woo!
Champion Wolf, that's the cold DLC, fully done.
Wait.
No, not like this, not like this, come on. Give Daddy the...
No, to get top top.
Swig on ya, swig on ya. Give Daddy the taxi. Sexy Daddy time. Whee! I lost my mind at the end for a minute.
Give Daddy the taxi. So yeah, but we do tomorrow. Get
Is it actually tomorrow, finally?
actually.
God, finally,
we
I'm waiting
get
for
told.
months.
Wait.
Does it come email?
We get
Look, they fell over sympathetically.
They will. We get told.
Again, just get one. I'm yelling at you at this point. You're in the room. I'm like, Laura, it's happening. It's happening.
I'm like, I'm just trying to get some work done.
Big boy successo. That's how you do Medea level 1, baby. Big armor, big boy, and then press your shield button because you're having a panic attack. I could have fought him properly with a sword, and yeah, I could have done this like in a real way. See that teleport shat me up every time. Every time, and those skulls as well. There you go. Gale. That's how you do that at level 1. You poison him and you run like a coward, and I think that's very perfectly valid. If you don't think that's valid, you can come find me at my address 123 Fate Street. And now I'm getting panicky. You know, 1 or 2 hits left. And there you go. Boom goes the dynamite, baby. Dark Souls 3 in the bank. Good thing. Good play. Oh, I didn't get it. I was trying to hit her at the end. Oh, I got it. Give me the fire. Give me it. Dark Lord.
Accursed undead, unfit even.
Yeah.